biggest problem in the market for financial advice is there are about 7 million people, households, who should take financial advice, who I'm convinced would make more money if they took it, and only about 1.5 million people are. So if in my mind there's a 5.5 million household gap where they would benefit from it but they're not currently taking it. And that's a failure of the whole industry to sell the power of advice.
If you've got a legal issue, you go to a lawyer. If you've got a tax issue, you go to an accountant. And it's funny, there's a disconnect with many people where they don't understand when you've got you need advice about finance. They don't obviously make the obvious connection with a financial advisor. More and more though, that's becoming the norm now.
Well, for many people, having financial advice to help them understand the complexities of making different financial decisions can save them huge sums of money. If you are making a complicated decision on your own, you might end up paying too much tax. A financial advisor can actually end up saving you a lot of the money that you would otherwise pay.
I believe the inefficiency and the time that's taken to do so many tasks that are underlying advice is sucking the joy out of the industry. So by taking the time out that is required traditionally to deliver it, we're going to enable advisors to look after far more clients, and we're going to enable a much higher level of service and a much better outcome for clients.
The reality is it's an old industry that needs to be updated, and that's a part of what Flying Colours is doing. Is we're trying to consolidate, we're in conversations with these companies to try and make things cheaper and more efficient so that clients get the benefit of lower costs and better performance.
We're going to achieve this by using technology to try and automate tasks which were previously very manual. So we have a big investment here in a large technology team.
Most of the companies in the financial advice market have been around for many years, and it's very difficult to reinvent something. So Flying Colours is very exciting that although we've got lots of very experienced people in the business, we've got a new opportunity here and a bit of a blank slate that we've been able to build something we think is built for clients and built for advisors to be able to give the best advice to clients.
If you want to break it down and understand why advice makes you money, there are 3 key areas. One is, firstly, working to a plan. At its most basic, that means understanding how much you should save and spend today to make sure that you're making your financial life efficient. Secondly, it's about not making mistakes. Now, the UK environment is very complicated. Tax is hugely beneficial but changes every year, especially around pensions. So not making mistakes is really important. But on the flip side, of course, there are loads of opportunities in the system that you could take advantage of. Taking together these 3 benefits, working to a plan, avoiding mistakes and taking advantage of opportunities, they make a massive difference to your financial future and your level of stress. And it means that everybody who takes advice should expect to make money from that advice.